Hello creepy people and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be doing the December 2022 horror pack unboxing. I'm hoping, is this video getting uploaded in January? My god, I hope so, because we have been so far behind on these unboxings and reviews. So hopefully the December one is going up in January, and then January will go up in February, and so on and so forth. So 2023 goal, keep on track with our horror packs, right? So that is what we're going to be doing today, but this video is going to be just a teensy-weensy bit longer because I finally have some reviews for you guys. I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have six reviews. The other ones, I just don't really have any thoughts on. So 6 reviews that we're gonna run through really quick, and then we can go ahead and unbox the new movies. You know, I was very, very far behind for quite a while on the reviews, and I am sorry about that, but I got COVID for the second time, so I had some downtime and I was able to finally get caught up. So yippee-ki-yay. First, for those of you who do not know what Horror Pack is a horror movie subscription service where every month you get 4 new DVD and or Blu-rays, and they are all horror movie genre related. You have no idea what you're gonna get. It's always a surprise. It's always a good time. Sometimes you get classics. Sometimes you get movies you've never seen before that become your new favorites. And sometimes you see movies that are just so bad you don't even know why they were made in the first place. All in all, it's just a really good time. If you guys are interested in checking out Horror Pack for yourself, I will have a link right at the top of the description box. Don't worry, it's not an affiliate link. I'm not making any money off of your clicks. It's just a link for you guys to easily access the site and see if Horror Pack is for you. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So I have no idea what months any of these are from because I totally forgot. So we're just gonna review them in the order that I watched them. So the first one I wanna talk about is Countdown, okay? A lot of you guys told me how good this movie was, and you were right. I gave this one 4 out of 5 stars. It's basically about this app that people are downloading that tells you when you're going to die. Which, can I just say, who the fuck? Who wants to know when they're gonna die? I would never want to know when I'm gonna die. Like, that just sounds terrible. Anyway, so people in the movie, sometimes they were getting like 56 years, 40 years, 30 years, but then there were also a select few that were getting days to live, that they only had days left to live. And I thought that was such a cool and unique concept to do for a movie, because how scary is that? Like, this movie literally kept me on the edge of my seat the whole time. I think the part that creeped me out the most is when the nurse, the ER nurse, is in the morgue trying to get one of the victim's cell phones, like trying to get his fingerprint. The part in the morgue probably creeped me out the most. Like, that was just terrifying. And basically, like, the whole storyline and the flow of this movie was really, really good. I absolutely loved the actors. I thought they all did a really good job, and it's basically a whole movie about them trying to cheat death and trying to, like, you know, mess with the user agreement, you know, things like that. It just really, really good. It had a cliffhanger ending, so it could leave an open for a second one. I don't know. Regardless, I really, really enjoyed this movie. It was great. The next one I want to talk about is the Horror Pack Limited Edition, and this is Woman in the Chair. This is one of the ones that I was really looking forward to watching because it just sounded really interesting. But unfortunately, I only had to give it 2 out of 5 stars. The one thing that I couldn't get out of my head the whole time I was watching this is this character right here. Her name is Pearl in the movie. Her voice and mannerisms, I could not stop thinking about the actress who plays Sue in Gran Torino. If you guys have ever seen Gran Torino, then you know what I'm talking about. But she reminded me so much of her. That's like all I could think about throughout the whole movie. I don't know. I don't think it was her though, but it just reminded me of her. So basically it's all about these researchers who are trying to, or one researcher basically is trying to build up a team of people to help research this abandoned house, kind of like in the woods across this like pond. He sees the ghost, even though it's more like a corpse, of a woman in a chair. So it has a really, really good build up, but then it just starts to get really slow and boring and just kind of like drawn out and just not very interesting. Like, I feel like they could have done so much more with this movie and they just didn't. They kind of just took it one way and then just kept it there. and nothing really like climaxed. It was just strange. And the woman in the chair straight up looks like Samara from The Ring. Like that's enough. Like I could only think about those two things, was Gran Torino and The Ring. Like it was crazy. The next one I want to talk about, and this is my favorite one that I have seen, hands down, and that is It Stains the Sands Red. I loved this movie so much. I did give it 4 out of 5 stars. I would have given it 5 out of 5, but I took away 1 point for the SA scene, which, by the way, for those of you who warned me about that, thank you so very much. Much appreciated. But this movie was so good. Like, I want to watch it again. It was so good. And to be perfectly honest with you, it was actually kind of a cute movie. Like, we have this character, Molly, and then Small Dick, the zombie, or Smalls for short. So it's I don't know, Molly and Smalls together, I don't know, it was just a really cute, like, adorable friendship bond that they ended up making. It was so crazy, I don't know, but this movie was so good. Basically, it's all about Molly, who is a very troubled mom, and her boyfriend Nick. They are on their way to Mexico to kind of have a party and a vacation, and Nick's car ends up getting stuck in the sand, and while they're trying to get unstuck, they see a zombie, which is this guy right here, coming towards them, and they're like, oh my god, like it's a zombie, and they're trying to kill it and it's not dying. Well, Nick ends up unfortunately dying, and it's basically Molly left all alone in the desert to fend for herself, but the whole time she's out in the desert, she is being followed very closely behind by Mr. Smalls here. And she's all alone, and she starts talking to him like almost as like a friend or like a confidant, and she actually develops a liking for him, and Smalls kind of develops a liking for her. Or after the SA scene, Smalls almost like saves her life basically. I don't know, it was just so good. It was so cute, and I low-key was sad, like spoiler alert, but Smalls ends up dying. It's really sad. Like, it was heartbreaking. I'm a huge fan of Smalls. Just the whole movie. It was incredibly entertaining. And I remember when I first read the back of this one, I thought this one was gonna be, like, boring the house, as Rich Lux would say. Boring the house. I just thought it was gonna suck. I thought it was gonna be boring, but no. This was so good. I'm gonna keep this one because it was great. I loved it so much. Next one I want to talk about is the 1980 slasher, Happy Birthday to Me. This one I gave 3 out of 5 stars. The first thing I want to say is this movie was way too long. Way too long. Like, it could have easily been like 45 minutes shorter. It's almost 2 hours, which is just a really long time. I honestly don't really have much to say about it. It is like your typical 80s slasher. And to be perfectly honest with you guys, I did actually fall asleep through some of it just because I was just getting kind of bored. I don't know, and it was like that typical slasher film where you think the killer is one person, but it actually turns out to be someone totally different. And it was like that with this one, but like with the twist. It was wild. I did enjoy the ending. The deaths were really cool. Like, it had that typical like slasher deaths, you know what I mean? If you've seen slasher films, you know exactly what I'm talking about, with like the what is that called? Shish kebab one, the weightlifting one. That was very Final Destination kind of, but I don't know. It was, the deaths were cool. Oh dear God. And this one. You guys remember how I told you I was going to tell you how the crabs were? This movie sucked so bad. I give it 0 out of 5 stars. Now, let me just like clarify something. I understand that there are people out there who thoroughly enjoy these kind of like cheesy B-movie monster thing. Like, I get it. However, this is not my kind of genre at all, not even close. Like, after I was looking up reviews of this movie, and there were a lot of people who loved it, and I just couldn't understand why. I'm gonna be straight up with you, I could not finish this movie. I couldn't finish it, couldn't do it. I literally could not sit through another minute of watching this movie. Like, it was that bad. Basically, it is about these grunting, squeaking, talking horseshoe crabs, which is what these are, basically terrorizing a California town on prom night. And I knew right off the bat this movie was not going to be scary. Like, just the opening scene, the horrid, terrible CGI. And it's like, this is how I knew the movie was going to be stupid right off the bat, because in the opening scene, it's this couple, they're getting it on the beach, and a horseshoe crab comes up and they're like, oh, what is this? And the crab jumps on the guy's face and is like murdering his face, right? And she goes to get a rock to like hit the crab so it'll like scurry away. But by the time she does that, she ends up slamming her boyfriend's head with a rock. And then she goes, babe, oh my God, babe, are you okay? Are you okay, babe? I was like, no, bitch. He's not okay. You smashed his skull in. He's not okay. And this character right here, what the hell is his name? What is his name? Radu or whatever, was so annoying. I wanted to drink bleach. He was so annoying. It was like they were trying to emulate like Gremlins in a way, but they just failed. And Gremlins is amazing. You can't touch Gremlins, okay? Like you just can't. So yeah, this movie was a definite no-no, just no. And then the very last one that I have for the reviews is another Horror Pack limited edition, and this is called It Hatched. Okay, this one I'm gonna give 1.5 out of 5 stars. I didn't really enjoy this one. Basically, it's about a young couple. They move out to like a very secluded area. They want to have a baby. She gets pregnant. She gives birth to an egg. The baby daddy or the husband keeps seeing visions of like this the hills have eyes sort of creature that lives underneath their house in like this hole, and it's just I don't know, but basically a baby hatches from an egg. The dad ends up going insane trying to kill the baby mama, but they like escape. I don't know. It's just, you know, I was kind of excited to see this one too, but... Alright guys, so those were all of the movies that we got in the previous months that I wanted to mention and talk about. Now we can get into unboxing the new movies, the December 2022 movies, the final movies that we got for the year of 2022. I'm very excited. Fingers crossed we get some good ones because, oh my God, the fact that I only really enjoyed 2 of them is just sad. So let's hope. I have a feeling we'll probably get like some Christmassy themed ones in here. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, we have 4 new Blu-rays in here. I have no idea what we're gonna get in here. This part is always so exciting and fun for me. So let's go ahead and begin. I'm gonna take the one off of the very bottom here, and the first movie that we got for December of 2022 is Shut Up. Oh my God, we just talked about this. We have a 2 film collection and it's Gremlins and Gremlins 2. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I love the Gremlins movies, love them so much. Gizmo is freaking life. I'm so excited. I do own both of them already. I don't think I own them on Blu-ray, so this is actually really exciting. Oh my gosh, look at it! Ah! Oh my God, this is amazing. So we have the first one right here and the second one, and both are really, really good, but I do like the first one the best. I'm sure many of you know what Gremlins is, but in case you don't know, I will go ahead and read what it says on the back. So on the back it says, when the rules are broken, mischief multiplies in Gremlins. 1 minute your hair will stand on end, the next you'll be laughing when those supposedly gentle furballs wreak havoc. The trouble gets doubled in Gremlins 2, the new batch, as Billy and Gizmo must face off against a new batch of gremlins who definitely think New York is their kind of town. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I love the Gremlins movies so much. And there's like a debate. Do you guys think Gremlins is a Christmas movie? Because I low-key kind of do, not gonna lie. Okay, so we had really good luck with the first one. I'm gonna take off the very bottom again because I feel like the bottom is always our best bet. So the second movie that we got for December is our Horror Pack Limited Edition, and this one is Christmas themed, and this one is called 13 Sleighs Till Xmas. So instead of days, it's sleighs. Oh, very interesting. This one is not rated. It is 106 minutes long. And on the back it says, on December 24th, 5 seemingly random men are invited to a dive bar by a mysterious email. They decide to pass the time by resurrecting the old tradition of telling scary stories on Christmas Eve. Is that a tradition? As each take turns spinning yarns of Yuletide terror, it becomes evident they may be harboring a dark and deadly secret. Okay, so I can see how this one may be a little bit on the funny side, but okay, sure. Okay guys, halfway done. We have 2 movies left. I'm gonna take off of the very top this time. And the third movie that we got is... Oh, okay. I did recently just watch this and I didn't like it. Like, I tried to give it a chance, but I just couldn't do it. And that is the Dr. Sleep, the Stephen King's Dr. Sleep, the next chapter in the Shining story. I did watch this one and I don't know, I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. And you know why I didn't like it? Is because of this group of people right here. I don't know. I could have done without all of that. I don't know. I didn't really like it. So this was made in 2019. It is rated R. It is 152 minutes, or the director's cut, which is 180 minutes. I do like that Ewan McGregor is in it. I think he is phenomenal. So let's go ahead and just see what it says on the back for those of you who maybe do not know. It says, still scarred by the trauma he endured as a child at the Overlook Hotel, Danny Torrance faces the ghosts of the past when he meets Abra, a courageous teen who desperately needs his help, and who passes a powerful extrasensory ability called the Shine. So it's basically like a continuation of The Shining, but as Danny all grown up, basically. Okay guys, we have 1 movie left for the month of December, and the last movie is... Oh, okay. I feel like I've heard of this one before. Hang on, let me get the plastic off. So the last movie we got is called The Lodge. Scary as hell. The next great horror film is here. I don't know, this sounds really familiar to me, but at the same time, I don't think I've ever seen it. So this is rated R. It is 148 minutes long, and this was also made in 2019. Oh, I recognize him. He's from It. This guy right here, Billy. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what it says on the back. So it says, a bone-chilling nightmare from the directors of Goodnight Mommy. Really weird movie. The Lodge follows a family who retreat to the remote winter cabin over the holidays. When the father is forced to abruptly depart for work, he leaves his children, Aiden and Mia, in the care of his new girlfriend, Grace. Isolated and alone, a blizzard traps them inside the lodge as terrifying events summon specters of Grace's dark past. Oh, I have seen this one. I watched this maybe like 6 months ago. I don't really remember it, so I'll definitely watch it again, but yeah, I've seen this one. Oh my gosh. From what I remember, it's not that bad. Alrighty guys, so those are the movies that we got for the December 2022 horror pack. So I have seen both of these right here, or 3 of these, I should say. And I've seen this one before, and I've never seen this one. So we do have a bunch of movies that we can watch, and I will come back at you guys with the January pack and review some of those. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Did you guys like any of these movies? Have you seen any of these movies? Share all of your thoughts, opinions down below in the comments. But that is all that I have for this video. I'm gonna get to go watching some of these movies. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you are a horror movie fan like myself, please go down and give this video a huge thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. If you are new to my channel and you want to see more videos from me, make sure you go down and hit that red subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. But as the rest of you, I love you guys so very much. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. And remember, stay creepy. I love you guys. Bye. Mwah.